Howdy, today we're playing Jeopardy! 25th Anniversary Edition. We're playing this version because this is the version that I used to own as a kid. Number of players, does that mean human players? We'll do, I don't know, one might be too easy. But if we do two, like, this game is from the, like, late 80s. So, even though I am, like, reasonably smart, the questions are gonna be, like, out of my age range. We'll try two. Why would you not want to play against the computer? But the reason I had this as a kid is because my parents, they never, like, explicitly, like, said this, but I'm pretty sure they bought this so that they could have, like, their, like, adult friends over to play with or whatever. Because I remember there being, like, other adults over a couple of times and, like, playing this. But definitely was not enough times to, like, justify the cost of the game. I think they only came over, like, a small handful of times. Maybe, like, 3. Oh my god. Okay, these questions might not... Or these categories might not be good. Shakespeare? I don't know anything about Shakespeare. Othello, Macbeth, Hamlet, Romeo, and Juliet are all this at the end of their plays. Oh man, I was hitting the button. I must have hit the wrong button. Oh god dang it, I was gonna say dead. I was like, well, it's Shakespeare, so it's a high probability that it's dead. Catholic order had its own South American country from... My god, yeah, see, I don't know anything about that. I'm really bad at history and geography. The Jesuits... I don't know, like, and that was the $100 question. Oh man, I'm screwed for that category. This desert animal is carried male in Arizona and Texas. Dude, what button are you supposed to hit? I'm hitting like A and B. It must be Y. Because oh wow, I was just like mashing everything. None of the buttons were working. Probably horses. The, like the Pony Express. I still remember that sound effect. And, yeah, I remember the music. Like, the song or whatever. Da, 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 da. That's a pretty good song, actually. Camels! Why were camels in the United States? I thought that was, like, not a thing. England's Star Chamber was this? Dude, I don't freaking know, man. But as soon as it started playing, like it all came back to me. But yeah, that's a pretty banger song. And I'm also pretty sure that if someone gives a wrong answer, then if it's just like gibberish or whatever, the parts that are like letters are like in the correct spots or whatever. Female peacock. I didn't know that the male and female had their own... Yeah, see that right there? How it had the A and the E? So I think the second letter is A, and then the fourth letter is E. But I still have no idea. Peahen? Man, some of these fucking people have way too much time on their hands, just like inventing shit like that. Record for this is one checked out. The record encyclopedia? I don't know. You probably can't. Oh, well, I didn't think it was asking that. Well, the category was library, so I thought everything was going to be a book. Laser is based on principles proposed in 1960. Light? Oh, it was the person. I thought it meant, like, what was the principle? Song in which Los Bravos insists, I want my baby back. I only know the Applebee's commercial. Black is black? What? Okay, well, I'm also gonna suck dick at colorful songs. Family of fish with most species. Okay, I wouldn't have been able to know that one either. Yeah, I remember Gilligan's Island like being a thing, but like I never watched it as a kid. It was already like old by the time I was a kid. First was in Athens in the 6th century. Dude, I don't know anything about like Athens. Well, how do they know? There could have been one before then, and it just wasn't discovered. Egyptian cobra's common name? Boy, they're not giving you very much time to like think about these. Well, I thought an asp was like its own like species. I didn't think it was just like the oxide of this common lightweight metal forms rubies and sapphires. The oxide? What the hell does that mean? Dude, fuck you, Roger. There's no way you would actually know that. Nobody would know that. You'd have to be like a real-life Jeopardy player to like know something that obscure. Wow. Wow, I'm like way out of my league on this. Well, I feel like these categories, only living, pro, Bausidia? I've never even heard of that. Okay. I thought elephants were called, like, pachyderms. So why do we have, like, multiple, like, different things to, like, call a freaking animal? Why not just call it what it is? John clanged bells and made absurd U-boat noises in this Beatles hit? Yeah, I don't know that either. But I feel like all of these are, like, bad categories. For me. World's largest municipal library? How would anyone know that? That's so random. Oh, yes, New York, obviously. Oh, man. His big line of, beware the Ides of March, not forsooth? What? I might have to go easier. Man, this is like, these are like real, what? Yeah, I don't, dude. Yeah, like this is for like real Jeopardy players. They should have dumbed down the questions a little bit for like regular people. Like this sounds, like these sound like legitimate like Jeopardy like questions that like no average person would know. King Lear? Has anyone ever heard of that guy? I don't think anyone has. I don't think he's even real. I don't effing know. When they do the second round, do they make the questions harder because they're worth more? Or are they just worth more, but they're not necessarily harder? I've made a fatal miscalculation on the difficulty of these questions. I feel like, even if I was like, even if the questions were in my age range, I would still like not know any of these. See, even with that many letters, as a hint, I'm still gonna have like no idea. The Kingston Trio. Man. You know, if all this stuff wasn't like documented, it just goes to show that it only takes like a couple of decades for like knowledge of stuff to be like lost. Ptolemy. By sending this out to them. You know, I can't even like guess on any of these. I don't even have like a guess other than the one that I guessed on. And that was like an educated guess. I don't know. I still think I should have gotten that one. I feel like I was robbed. Cuba's ruler? Oh, obviously that guy. Like, what the frick? League of Nations expelled this country and invading Finland. Soviet Union. Oh, invaded Finland. Yeah, obviously. The steel tycoon used part of his wealth to help build over 1,700 libraries. Wow. I'm pretty sure that no human on the planet knows the name of any steel tycoon. I bet if you asked 100 people, like, could you name one steel tycoon? 100 of them will, like, not have any freaking idea. Did that say Andrew Carnegie? I've at least, like, heard that name before. I'd, like, have no idea who the frick it is. If these do the trick, I'll hurry back and pick your best white orchid. Oh, I can't even read the whole friggin' thing. Yeah, super, like, old songs like that. Like, I didn't, like, have a shot. It's just as bad of a category for me as, it's just as bad as, the other ones that I mentioned, history and geography. Apparently, I'm also bad at physical science, too. Like, I know of the terms, but, like, it could have been that or any other number of, like, physical science terms. Earth science, including meteorology, oceanography, and seismology. So there's different kinds of, like, sciences that are, like, in like, a broader science that has its own, like, name. Geophysics. I mean, it's a word that exists. Use the Dewey Decimal System or this classification system. Okay, if I was given, like, 2 minutes to think, I could probably think of this one. Okay, I would have been very wrong. You know, I don't think I would have been able to think of it. Just, like, that, it seemed, like, in the realm of something that I would know. So it's quite a stretch, but, like, on second thought, I don't think I would have actually... Well, I wouldn't have known that answer, but I would have been able to come up with, like, an answer. And definitely not that correct one. I didn't even know that was, like, real. Wife number 2 giving birth to her. Man. We're gonna do, we're not gonna even finish this round. It's just gonna be me, like, just reading questions and, like, not knowing the answer. Well, congratulations, Tony. You have no life. Oh, god dang it. I might actually be better at this one. Cooking terms? Okay, well, that's not good. Sports. White House middle names? Okay. Let me reset. Let's try again with what do you call it? Like the, with the easy difficulty. Maybe we could do easy difficulty. Well, the good news is that we get to hear the banger again. Oh, we'll go with this chick. She's cute. Oh, man. Yeah, apparently there's, like, a different character where, like, the outline is, like, different. Like, cycling through. Like, I cycled through to that, like, Asian girl before. But then when I cycled through the second time, she had, like, a purple outline. Okay, ways to travel, sickness and health. I might be good at that one. Country music. Europe. Boo. That's geography. Birds? Literary lingo? Well, literally, literary lingo is one of those ones where, like, you think you have a chance, but then it's gonna be all obscure shit that, like, no one, like, knows. Should I do this one category that I might actually have a chance at? Commemorative wall hanging. Oh, plaque. Dude, I don't know what freaking button you have to hit. I, like, was, like, mashing, like, everything. Let's put a plaque. Oh, god damn it. How do you spell plaque? Wow, that's very wrong looking. Oh, it's QUE, no C. Black. That looks wrong, but it looks better. Okay, shoo. The game does allow for, like, some mistakes, but not many. Probably because they would have to, like, program each mistake to count as correct, like, manually. So that's such a pain in the dick that they probably weren't inclined to do it too much. But I'm pretty sure that there are some mistakes that the game will still count as correct. Rash found mostly in infants and obese persons. Wow. Rash isn't, like, specific enough. Prickly heat? What? Is that an outdated term? I'm pretty sure no one says that anymore. Blinking and twitching are considered types of these. Reflexes? Spasms? I don't know. Okay, so it's 3 letters. It's probably tick. But blinking is not a tick. You have to hold the button down? Maybe you have to press the D-pad. Wow, blinking is a tick? I disagree. One thing that they cannot do. Fly? Oh, and it is the D-pad. God dang it. It's kind of weird to have it be the D-pad. It should count like other, it should count like other buttons too. It has to be the D-pad. It can't be any of the other buttons. Okay, well, it said the one thing they can't do. It's like, well, there's probably other one things they can't do also. Like, they can't, like, swim to the bottom of the ocean. Ways to travel. Yeah, speaking of which. Very light ships are steered by using this. A wheel? But that's probably not specific enough. It's like, oh, you have to, like, know the specific, like, name of the freaking wheel. It's like handrail on a stairs. It's not a handrail, it's a banister. It's like, well, why do we have to have, like, multiple names of shit? Okay, well, it's not... Well, I thought it meant, like, steering the ship. The wheel, like, turns the rudder, which I guess is then technically the thing that actually steers it. It's like, well, I misunderstood the question, man. Like, I didn't think about it the way that like, they wanted me to, like, think about it. The highest peak on Cyprus. Man, I don't even know what Cyprus is. It must be, like, a mountain range. Starts with M. Are there any mountains that start with M? The highest peak. So the peak has its own name. Mount Olympus? They probably would have accepted if you would have spelled out Mount, if I had to guess. I didn't think that Mount Olympus was like a real thing or whatever. Like they named Mount Olympus. They gave it like they gave that name to like a real thing. Oh, Leningrad, obviously. Boy, I suck dick at this difficulty level too. Charles University was founded in this Czech city. Oh man, does anybody know? Put it in the comments if you know the answer. Oh my god, I'm actually in the lead! I am actually in the lead in Jeopardy! Oh my god, it's crazy! Oh man, well I better enjoy this while I can. It's gonna last about 3 seconds. Alright, here comes the bullshit. One writer's deliberate theft and another's another literary's material. Plagiarism? Oh dude, I was hitting face buttons. I forgot to hit, I forgot to hit the D-pad. I was probably gonna misspell plagiarism anyway. Not a spectral, but a surrogate author. Oh, ghostwriter. I do like that they give you a good amount of time. That way, if you're not sure of a spelling, you have a moment to, like, sit here and, like, think about it. Or you could, like, try it one way, and if it doesn't look right, you have time to erase it, and then, like, think about it, and then, like, change it. You could probably change it a couple of times. Okay, so I guess I guess what I'm realizing is that with Jeopardy, like, you don't have to know every question to like do well. You just have to know like some of them. Under, over, or no activity hypo is... Hold on. Let me think about this one. Is this thyroid problem? What is he even asking? I don't even know, like, what it's asking. It's this thyroid problem? Well, the under, over, and no activity are the kinds of problems you would have with your thyroid. This question's bullshit, man. I thought I was gonna be able to, like, think it through. But I couldn't even, like, figure out what the question was, like, asking. Well, it ties me for second. Man, that lost me 400 bucks. Just because they can't freaking, like, word the question, like, in a coherent way. Under activity? Are you serious? That was in the question! Dude, that's bullshit, man. Bull honky, man. That was stupid, man. Maybe that's why nobody wanted to, like, play this. TSS, which primarily affects women, stands for this. Okay, well, if you would have said something about kitty litter, I would have known that one. I feel like that one wasn't that hard. Just nobody abbreviates that TSS. Yeah, okay, I'm doomed for this entire topic. I can't believe under activity was the answer to that other question. Oh, you know what I just realized? It was asking if hypothyroidism was over too much or whatever, or no activity. It was giving you multiple choice in the question. Jesus, man. Well, the game never fucking does that. Jeopardy never does that. So that, like, super, like I like super duper, like, didn't think of that. It was giving you 3 choices. That's why I didn't understand the question. God dang. Well, I could have known that one. You're saying, thank God I'm a country boy. Man, I don't freaking know. You know, there's all these names that I heard, like, as a kid. And I, like, wonder if they're, like, still alive. Like, I kind of, like, don't care. Since I don't even, like, care enough to know who they are. But there is, like, this, like, little part of me that's, like, kind of curious. Like, is John Denver still alive? Why does it say value A, B, C, D, E? Oh man, Blake, what happened? How did he get such big brain all of a sudden? A baby goose. Gosling, I know this one. Oh, I actually, like, knew a question, like, legit. That's so weird and random. Like, I haven't, like, thought about that in, like, so long. It's just, like, you either know it or you don't. And for some reason, I didn't forget it. I haven't, like, brought up that information in so long that I should have forgotten it. Oh, should I do another bird one? Maybe I'll get lucky on a bird one. I knew that one. Maybe I'll know this one. Is oft-quoted, give a hoot, don't pollute. Okay, I would have not known that one. I was about to say, I can't just put owl. It's, like, too obvious. I have to know, like, the Echo and Jekyll are this type of chattering bird. I don't freaking know. I would have had to have known that particular, like, owl mascot. that I would have like no way of knowing. I mean, I grew up in like the McGruff the crime dog like age or time period. What exactly is he doing like with his thumb? It's such a weird like motion. First living member of the country music hall of fame. Oh, for a second I was like, wait, how can he be the first living member? Like, don't you have to be alive to be in it? But it's like, no, they don't. They put in dead people like all the time. What's the point of waiting till they're dead? You'd think that they'd want to like you do it while they're alive. That way they can like know that they're in it. Because if you put someone in it when they're dead, they don't even know that they're in it. So it like doesn't do them any good. They don't get to have like the good feeling of like knowing that they're in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't know. It's like very common too. They allow horses to travel faster and farther. I don't know. Food and water. Okay. Do they have to be iron? The world's #3 automaker after the US and Japan. Europe? West? G something something. Like, I don't even know what country that could be. Second word starts with a G and is 3 letters. Oh, okay, it didn't count the space. Okay. And plus, see, you can see it's so old. It had West Germany as like its own separate thing. Yeah, I was actually living in Germany when the Berlin Wall fell. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. And just a couple of years ago, I was a little kid, and when I lived over there, so my parents like didn't like feel the need to like tell me, but but they told me, my mom told me a couple of years ago that well, we lived in a small village named Soren, and then somewhere down the line we moved to another village called Hirschfeld. Most similes begin with either of these 2 words. Oh, well, I thought it was like 2 words, not like 1 word and then also another word. I thought it was like a 2-word thing or whatever. Yeah, I don't freaking know. I mean, maybe it's monorail? I'll try it. It's worth a shot. It did start with M. What other thing that starts with M could it be? And I gotta remember that the spaces don't necessarily mean that it's like it's like a separation of 2 words. Oh, it wasn't monorail? God damn it. Oh, it's magnetic. It's this force. It's the name of the force. Not the name of the... Alright, whatever. Who cares, man? This game sucks dick anyway. The cheapest way to transport, to transport it from where to where. Oh, okay, pipeline. Well, I thought it was asking, like, by boat or, like, by train. I thought that's what it was asking. But I knew that we moved. We were living at one place, and then we moved to another place. And then a couple years ago, my mom told me that the reason we moved is because after the wall fell, trying to think exactly what she said. It had something to do with because we were not German citizens, they needed our like house or whatever, like our we were living in an apartment, but they needed to use our housing for like German citizens that were like coming from the other side of the wall, so they got like priority because they were citizens. So we basically got displaced and we had to move somewhere else. Or it was something like that. Okay, anyway, number please. Okay, is that, I feel like this one of those like you'd have to actually do one of the questions to, or you know, answers. Jeez. You'd actually have to do one just to like learn like what kind of thing it's like asking. Nature trivia in the Bible, English literature, journalism. Oh man, I don't know. Bible is probably my strongest one. Is committing this sin? That seems like a little too obvious. Well, what the hell else could it be? Oh, adultery. Yeah, I forgot, because the Bible is all freaking bunch of freaking Nazis. Wow. Oh man, and what sucks is that so many Christian wives like take that to heart in a way where they're like, oh, if I catch my husband like watching porn, then he's like cheating on me with those other women. And it's like, well, if you would have sex with your husband, then you wouldn't be looking at the porn. Just saying, just saying. Disputed strip of land. Brought down the house. I'm not good at geography. That's a geography question. Gaza. Okay. I mean, I actually, that one is still like relevant nowadays. Gaza is one of those things where it's like, I keep hearing it like mentioned. I keep hearing the Gaza Strip mentioned, but I don't know anything about it or its significance or like anything about it. Once I hear like terminology like that, like Middle Eastern like stuff, once I start hearing stuff like that, my brain just kind of like turns into spaghetti. Like I can't fathom or comprehend like what it means or like the implications of this or that thing happening to this or that area. Performed this not in the Bible, but in a Strauss opera. Performed this. Well, it's a Bible question, so is it miracle? Okay, would not have gotten that. Dance of the Seven Veils? Jesus, man. I feel like that's like kind of a hard question. Following its Gospels, it's fifth book of the New Testament. Couple of letters. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could hazard some guesses, but if you only get one guess, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed X. Yeah, I didn't want to lose $800 just to guess. Dickens told a tale of these two capital cities. I don't know anything about the book other than the title. Yeah, I don't freaking know. There's like no way. Oh, but yeah, it does kind of suck to be a guy and like your wife won't fuck you. And then you have to like watch porn like stealthily. Because it's like, well, if my wife finds out, she's gonna think I'm like actually cheating on her with all these like women. And then whenever the wife finds porn, it's never like one thing. It's always like, oh my gosh, it's like so much porn. Oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, well, he watched every video for like 2 minutes over the course of like 3 months. So by the time you see it, it looks like an F-load. But it's like he probably only watched like most of the videos like once or twice. Or just like clicked on it, didn't like it, and then clicked off of it. So whenever the wife finds it, she always gets like, she's always like shocked at how much there is. There's always some massive amount. But it just goes to show that, like, these grow in marshes and on feline posteriors. Those are two, like, very mutually exclusive sounding things. I don't know. Okay, what grows on feline posteriors? I couldn't even tell you one thing. Cattails? What? I feel like that's not... That's like not in... Like, that's like in bad faith. The number of buttons on a touchtone phone. 12? Hey, I got one. Nice. Oh, balls. Oh, I can't back out. I was gonna hit up that last Bible one. Root in total of Tennessee Ernie's tons and ways to leave your lover? What? What is it even asking? God dang it, Blake. But it just goes to show that, like, women, especially, like, Christian women, don't, like, understand, like, they, like, don't understand, like, the male, like, sex drive. So they don't realize it's such a dick move. This tiny bird's bill can be up to 5 inches long. Woodpecker? I don't know. Woodpeckers aren't tiny, though. Hummingbird? Bill can be 5 inches long? Are you kidding me? Longest lived crustacean. It has quite a tale to tell. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, well, I don't think that, like, I don't know. It just seems like the body of the made from the fibers of this plant. Dude, I don't freaking know. I'm not gonna know any of these. When you look at, like, lobster tail, it just looks like its body. Like, at what point does the body end and the tail begin? Like, the entire tail of the lobster just looks like the body. It doesn't look like a tail, per se. Hiding place for shooting wildlife with guns or cameras? Tree stand? Blind? What? Difference in the number of sides between a quadrilateral? 3? And a pentagon. Now, is quadrilateral, like, the three-dimensional one? Oh, quadrilateral is just 4 sides, right? Pent is 5, right? What is 6, then? What's a 6-sided thing called? Or what if 6 is pentagon? Almost said pentagram. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it was 1. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know why I thought quadrilateral was 8 for a second. I don't know, my brain just didn't brain for a sec. Oh man, okay. See, maybe I'll know this one. Moses' sister and brother? So I have to know 2 names? Miriam and Aaron? What? The total number of tires and hubcaps you get with most cars. 14, right? Because you get a spare tire too, right? So that's 5 tires. And you only have the 4 hubcaps. The spare doesn't come with a hubcap. So you have 5 tires, 5 hubcaps, plus the spare tire. So it's 5 and 5 and 4, right? Okay. Bootsy, man. I swear to God, if it's 10. Oh wait, for some reason. Okay, remember when my brain, like, wasn't braining? It also did not brain right there too. Yeah, it would be 4 and 4 and 1 is 9. Okay, well, Jesus, man. I don't know, man. There's so many, like, hard questions coming at me, like, so fast. The approximate number of miles covered when taking a giant step in 7 league boots? What? Horse cloth coated with a heavy paint used as a waterproof table cover. Why is there cloth coated with heavy paint? Oilcloth? What? A tufted velvety yarn used mostly for bedspreads. I didn't know that bedspreads were made out of yarn. Oh yeah, obviously that one. Well, even the difficulty 1 questions are like hard. I need to find news as when one man bites one of these. He bites it? Bites the dog? What? Nobody says that anymore. Nobody says that. Father of the Yellow Press and of Journalism Prizes. Yeah, I don't freaking know, man. Oh. Well, that guy's been, like, dead, so, like, who cares about that guy? This Racy Monthly was a barbershop favorite. Yeah, I don't freaking know. Oh, man, okay, well, I'm probably not gonna get, like, any more of these. But going back to what I was saying earlier, they're just like, oh, he's looking at, like, so much porn. I'm like, yeah, but he's probably only, like, jacking off for, like, 5 or 10 minutes at a time. And then it's like they don't realize, like, they're putting, it's such a dick move to do to their husbands, to just, like, to be like, okay, I'm not gonna have sex with you, and you're not allowed to watch porn. So they don't realize that they're just wanting to, like, control his orgasms. To basically be like, you can't have an orgasm with anything other than me when I want to, but I'm just gonna say no forever. So it's like such a dick move to, like, cut a guy off like that, and then to not let him like, take care of business himself. She took from a pen. Yeah, I don't freaking know. Okay, well, he lost $1,000 bucks, but he's still, like, super far ahead. A Stephen Foster song. Stephen Foster's not even real. I've learned that a lot of things that supposedly are real are, like, not actually real. Like, Stephen Foster, like, he's not even real. So, like, why is he in the game? Why is everyone just, like, acting like he's real? He's obviously not real. Okay. But yeah, so, like, you would think, like, people don't like to be controlled. And then, you know, and then they're just, like, trying to control their husband by, like, not letting him, like, get his rocks off. Weave? Oh, you can't, can you not go into the negative for that? Jojoba? I didn't even see what the question was, or the answer. Fibers are not spun, but matted with heat. Just ask Minnesota fans. Bruh. Man, there's, like, a lot of, like, stuff. Like cloth. Like, cloth knowledge is, like, surprisingly deep. There's, like, a specific process for, like, each individual, like, kind of cloth. I have no innings and cannot take part in Final Jeopardy. Oh, so sad. I'm just, like, cutting my losses at this point. Wow. You have 160 bucks, gonna wager 90. What's even the point? Memorial Day was first observed after this war. I don't even know that one. I probably should know that one. But that's a history question, so that's why I'm, like, bad at it. Civil War. Okay, fine. I mean, it's just as likely to be that as any other war, if you were to, like, guess. Okay, well, that was quite the freaking bloodbath. But at least I wasn't negative, but it's like, well, it's because I didn't, like, try. If a person is, like, super duper, like, negative, that means that they, like, thought they knew a lot of answers, but then, like, didn't. But if you're at 0, that means you didn't gain any money, but you didn't lose any money either by being wrong. So it just goes to show that, like, I didn't know a lot, but I also, like, knew that I didn't know it. Which, by the way, why would you, if you don't know the answer, why would you, like, buzz in and, like, risk it if you're gonna lose it? Like, if you're not sure, like, why would you buzz in and just be wrong and then just, like, lose it? You're better off just, like, holding back and, like, not answering, like, anything. At least you don't, like, lose any money that way. But maybe they're, like, I mean, maybe they thought they were right, but it's like, well, if you thought, like, I can't imagine, like the questions are so obscure that if you thought you were right, then you're probably going to be right. I couldn't imagine there being, like, lots of instances of, like, thinking you were right, but you were actually wrong. But, yeah, freaking Bloodbath. Yeah, I suck balls at this game, apparently, even on the easiest difficulty. Yeah, like I said, this is just, had some bad categories, and also, like, this information is, like, stuff that, is not in my age range. Like I said, I am, like relatively smart, but it's like, well, that's only because it's not hard to be relatively smart. And then, like, all the questions, like, all the Jeopardy kind of questions are, like, not really, like, the kinds of things that I'm, like, knowledgeable about. But, yeah, that's Jeopardy. Okay, so we're done. So thanks for watching. Please hit the like button before you go, and I will see you in the next game. Have a great day. Bye.